What if your dreams are not random? Not meaningless static, but coded signals, letters written in the dark. Dreams are not noise, they are messages. For centuries, people treated dreams as prophecy or dismissed them as nonsense. But modern science whispers another story. Matthew Walker, director of the Center for Human Sleep Science at UC Berkeley, argues this: dreams are not accidents. They are signals. Instructions from the night. Guidance hidden in symbols and sensations. Most nights, your mind cycles through stages, NREM, each with its own role. NREM, slow, deep, silent, the inner librarian at work. Shelving the events of the day, labeling, storing, filing, so you can return to them. Tomorrow, REM, vivid, electric, oniric, the chemistry of fear shuts down. The brain replays emotions without drowning in them. Edges soften, wounds ease. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. Think of the brain at night as a vast library. NREM saves the books, each fact, each scene, each detail. REM writes in the margins. It links stories with feelings, joy with memory, fear with lessons. Without NREM, the shelves stand empty. Without REM, the stories remain raw, jagged, unhealed. Walker observes, when REM is cut short, the amygdala stays hyperactive. Emotions remain sharp, unprocessed. And over time, the risk of anxiety and emotional imbalance rises. Dreams are not entertainment. They are survival signals. You have felt this. A heartbreak impossible to bear at night. After sleep, the ache is still there, but gentler. That is the silent work of REM. Or the opposite, you studied all night, exhausted. The next day, the facts slipped through your fingers. That is the cost of NREM lost. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. Now a practice. Tomorrow morning before you rise, keep your eyes closed for 10 seconds. Hold one image from the dream. Just one. Write down 3 words that capture it. Only then step into the day. This is how you train the ear to hear the whisper. Not just chaos, but guidance. Dreams are not random. They are the language of the sleeping brain. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. And now comes the inevitable question. If dreams are signals, how do we decode them? What is literal? What is symbol? What is memory and what is meaning? What if your brain writes you a letter every night? Not noise, not nonsense, a message. By the end of this section, you'll all know how NREM and REM shape memory and emotion, and you, Ellie, leave with a 60-second ritual to capture what your dreams are trying to say. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. NREM is the silent archivist. Bursts called sleep spindles help the night shift transfer and organize information, from the hippocampus short-term shelves to the cortex long-term stacks. Without enough NREM, shelves don't fill. Students struggle to retain facts. Patients show impaired new learning. The day is lived, but poorly recorded. NREM whispers, remember this. REM is different. A therapy session without therapist. The brain replaced pain. With stress chemistry dialed down, edges soften. The scar remains. The wound quiets. Dreaming can occur in NREM too. But REM carries the richest, most emotional narratives. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. Think of heartbreak, the silence after betrayal, the ache of loss. Awake, unbearable. In REM replayed with gentler edges. Not erased, integrated. The brain says, you will live through this. Or think of practice, a piano scale, a new language, a sport. By day, you rehearse. By night, the brain refines. NREM spindles strengthen pathways. REM scenes replay the sequence. Performance improves after the dream, not in the lesson. Practice by day, improved by sleep. But my dreams are bizarre. Good, bizarre is the mask. The brain speaks in images, symbols. Stitch stories, not literal truth. Emotional truth wrapped in fiction. Tomorrow morning before you move, close your eyes, tense, recall one image. Write 3 words. Title in 5 words. Do this for 7 days. Patterns emerge. Symbols repeat. The private code of your nocturnal guidance becomes visible. Walker observes. People who track dreams often report sharper recall. Steadier emotion. Deeper creativity, not because the signals grow louder, but because they stop dismissing them. They learn to listen. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. And yet, what if those signals are cut short? What if REM is stolen, not by fate, by habit? By the blue light of late screens, by the tightness of schedules, by the numbing sedation of alcohol. If dreams guide memory and soothe emotion, what happens when the night is broken again and again? What if your dreams are not random, not chaos, not noise, but letters from the night? By the end of this video, you'll know the main thieves that steal REM in a 60-second ritual to bring your dreams back to you. When REM is suppressed, amygdala reactivity rises, prefrontal brakes weaken, rewards glow. Risks fade, you crave more, resist less. Dreams are not decoration. They are regulation. Nocturnal therapy, emotional calibration. Dreams are not noise. They are messages, but our culture steals them. Every night, silently. Blue light. Late screens cut REM, caffeine. Late doses delay its arrival. Alcohol, sedating, but REM blocking. Irregular hours. Worship of wakefulness, treating sleep as weakness. 4 thieves, 1 consequence. Letters unwritten. Messages lost. Without enough REM, memory phrase. Emotion runs raw. Impulses surge unchecked. The night is cut short, and so is the self. Yet restoration is possible. Restore the night and the whisper returns. Memory steadies, emotion softens. Creativity blooms. The brain speaks again, in symbols, older than words. Think of grief, loss you cannot face, and dreams, edges soften. The scar remains, but the wound quiets. Think of fear, the day's mistake replayed. Twisted, strange, distorted, yet lighter in the morning. Prepared, rehearsed, relieved. Think of joy, a song that returns. Woven into scenes, anchored to last. Dreams stitch the self, weaving memory with feeling, preparing you for heartbreak, for loss, for learning. For love, not chaos, integration, not noise, guidance. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. So tomorrow morning before you move, close your eyes, 10 seconds, recall 1 image, write 3 words. Give it a 5-word title. Do this for 7 days. Patterns surface. Signals sharpen. The language of your dreams begins to speak. At the start, I asked, what if your brain writes you a letter every night and you've been throwing it away? Now you know? It does, so pause, breathe. And if this spoke to you, post your ritual in the comments. 1 image, 3 words, 1 title. Let it be your reminder. Let it be our practice. Dreams are not noise. They are messages. And before I go, here's the truth. Dreams do not only heal, they also prepare. They are rehearsals for tomorrow. Maps drawn in symbols, compasses hidden in story. Ignore them and you drift, listen and you align. Because each night your deeper mind writes, not in paragraphs, but in fragments, images, feelings, echoes. Dreams are not random shadows. They are guidance, integration, survival. Dreams are not noise. They are messages.